Really, really neat. Okay, good, good, good. Let's continue. We have a lot of cool stuff to go over today. So what are you going to learn? I'm going to show you how to sell a digital, physical, consulting. I don't care what you're doing, right? Because what I'm going to show you applies to every vertical out there online, okay? The one thing 99.5% of people they do wrong with traffic. And I'm actually going to give you, actual teaching that you can go home, if you're at home already, take it and actually start implementing it and start seeing results today. So this is not just a fluff. It's not a fluff webinar. What I'm going to show you tonight is something you can actually take home and start doing. And when you if you start taking action on what I'm going to show you today, you will make money from it. Also, I'm going to show you how to get easy traffic and sales. And I'm also going to tie in how all these different backgrounds get the same results, which was success. All the different things that you guys saw led to the same exact conclusion, which is that they were all successful. And I want you guys to be really successful. That's why this is so key that you guys should be really pumped about this. My second promise is if you stay until the end of this, I'm going to give you a template. The template that I actually used to get 96% opt-in, right? This template will work for any of your niches, right? Just tweak it to your niche. And I'm also going to do what we actually sold, the template of what we sold. You're going to get all of that at the end. So if you stay at the end, I'm going to give you a downloadable file you guys can take and look at, and you guys can see exactly how to scope it into your own business. So why should you be so pumped up? Okay? Because this is about making money work. This is about making money with any business online. Because if you want to sell digital products, it's about building a list, right? And you guys are obviously in a list building, so that's awesome. You want to sell physical products? Well, the same thing. We also build lists in the physical product realm, but just to show you how well this does work in the physical realm as well as the digital, we just did $1.5 million in sales in the physical realm, right? And 34,000 buyers. So if you like list building, how about 34,000 buyers in 90 days? Okay, this is from Shopify. Okay, so what I'm going to show you, again, don't panic about this because we're not doing this with huge budgets. We're doing this with $7 a day campaigns. These are our campaigns that we run, okay? $7 a day. We're not out there spending, and if something is working, guess what? We just add another campaign for $7. We're not trying to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars per campaign. So if you're just starting off, you feel intimidated, don't feel intimidated because this is about starting off small and growing big. This entire operation took us no more than a year to scale, so if you're thinking this takes forever, it doesn't. You can start scaling this off really fast. So we did this without all the stuff that people typically don't tell you about how to be successful online. We didn't have a list beforehand, okay? Most cases, people show you success. They don't tell you that they actually had a buyer's list or some affiliates that helped them make money. This has nothing to do with that. You don't have to know the big names in the industry. I mean, how can you have a big name in the physical product realm unless you're like, a Coca-Cola? We're just selling physical products, we're selling digital products. We're not trying to be big names. We weren't doing any JVing for these results. We weren't trying to go out there to events and get JVs. And we've been doing some niches that we've never been in before. And by the way, don't think I'm picking on JVing. JVing is great. If you do have a list, even better, right? If you do have bigger names, even better, right? But you don't have to have any of these things. And now we're going in niches that we've never been in before because we don't need any JVing. We don't have to have all these connections. And so we've made plenty of mistakes. So these mistakes we're going to show you and how to get past that. Like I said, this is not a fluff webinar. I'm going to give you some really actionable training. So are you really excited? Because I want you guys to type in yes right now. Type in yes or type in 1. And I won't start until I get a minimum of 51s or yeses, and they're rolling in. Keep typing them in. Great. Got my nightly sip of Coke. Keeps me awake. I don't drink coffee. So we're ready to go on this. Now, a lot of you may be thinking that, we're super talented or we're super smart. No, we didn't. What we did is we actually used a little help. We took a step back. You know, a lot of times people do, they want to be successful, they throw, you know, even ourselves, we've done this before, and it still works for us, but mixed results. Sometimes we throw all of our own money into a project, and it kind of backfires. But you'd be shocked how much more relaxed you are when people kind of pay you to test their funnels. So we were doing a lot of that, and we're taking a lot of our skill sets. It makes you more relaxed, and it gives you a better sense of what to do. And it gave us a really clear understanding of what we need to do to be successful. So we actually, it's not that we're right. We just got a lot of money from other people to test their funnels. So we did spend the $1.9 million. And that meant that we got to test things which you can't learn in a course. You can't, you have to figure it out because, you know, you have to provide value. That's your big thing, to provide value. So we got to split test and think of things that, you know, people can't even dream of with Facebook. And like I said, you guys have those really cool tools. So you guys can take those tools and take them to the next level. Well, just a few things I'm going to show you guys. So what is it no one's ever done before? And I mean never, ever done before. We took 4 different goals and we made them all work. Okay? And the 4 different goals are 4 different niches. It's the same plan with the same results. Okay? So how is this possible? Because there is 3 key principles. Okay, the three key principles I'm going to teach you tonight work in every single vertical. Okay, they work in every vertical, and I'm going to break them down case study at a time. Now, we also, just to give you an idea of how well this works, this is a fun little thing we did in December. In 1 week, 7 days, 7-day campaign, we took in $287,000 in sales with the help of a celebrity, helping their charity in exchange for us. You know, we actually made money, they made money. It was all good. But this works in every vertical, and now we're at 24 niches. So if you're wondering like how to break into apparel or supplements or, you know, selling liquor, TV show like as seen on TV products, costumes, blinds, use washing machine parts, selling digital stuff and weight loss, consulting supplements. This works now because we're in 24 niches. So this has been a covert operation, and now it's been perfected. It works in every niche. That's why I'm telling you guys be pumped up. So here's a breakdown. Here's our first case study for tonight. This is John Bennett. Now, John is, like I said, I have 4 different things. This is the first. John does a health supplement, and he's an affiliate selling health supplements as an affiliate marketer. So let's show you how this actually worked for John and how we actually helped John. John typically does what most people do. They go out and they buy a course on split testing, and he's trying to get more traffic, so he starts guest blogging, and he's reading more books on how to get traffic. And his business was at a standstill. He didn't know how to add extra income because, you know, he knew what he didn't know about SEO. He knew what he knew about guest blogging, but you know, there's only so much more guest blogging you can do. There's only so much more, you know, SEO you can pull off, right? There's a lot of, it's very time consuming. But here was his problem. His problem was that he really didn't understand his market. He couldn't recognize, by the way, if you're not taking notes right now, take notes. He didn't understand his market. This is a huge thing I want you guys to understand. He did not understand his market. Now, you might say, well, okay, I know my market. More than likely you don't. And I'm going to kind of prove that to all of you. Okay? He also didn't understand their objections. He didn't know how to overcome the objections they have when they wanted to buy. See, even if you know, like, for example, you golf all the time, and I'm going to use golfing as an example a little later on. Let's say you know a lot about golf, and you know your buddies are all golfers. You may not know their objections for not buying something. That's huge to know. And then you also need more converting traffic. Again, guest blogging SEO has its limits. Okay, and he was doing well with it, but he wanted to take it to the next level. Well, once he got to know his customer and got to know their objections, his conversions were up by 52%. 52%, his conversions were raised. You see, all the split testing in the world and reading these books about split testing, it can't overcome not knowing your customer better, much better than you think you might know them right now, okay? So second problem was he needed traffic, and that solution was Facebook. Now, I know many of you are thinking right now, well, that doesn't work because Facebook hates affiliate marketing, and when Facebook sees affiliate marketing, the person working for Facebook, they take their keyboard and go to their screen. No, they don't do that. That's actually me doing that. No. Okay, never mind. The point is that, yes, you can do affiliate marketing with Facebook. Right now, I'm going to tell you right now how to do it. Facebook doesn't like affiliate marketing, but if you know how, you can. And you can actually see his conversion rate going up by 52%, or 51.9, okay? And we know that it beat his control by 96%. This we use improvely on this, just to make sure that we showed John how we increased the conversions. So to recap, how we actually transform this business is, and again, this may sound kind of superficial, but it's incredibly powerful. By getting to know his customer and answer his questions in advance, we answer their questions in advance. This way, if there was lingering thoughts in their mind, we answer them, and therefore that led to more sales. They're far more comfortable. We also got to know how to target his traffic. His traffic became far more targeted, and therefore that made paid traffic that went from a failing campaign to a winning campaign. And I'm going to go through live examples of how to take traffic and targeting. I'm going to give you an incredible targeting rundown today. So you're going to get exactly how to do that. We also increased conversions by overcoming objections, and again, that increased his profit by 52%. Therefore, we can spend a lot more money. Now, here's Tom Giandula. Tom's a great guy. Now, he sells digital products. This is Operation Digital Products. He sells the six-figure content, okay, the six-figure content store, and that's how to create a six-figure product. His problem was that all his traffic came from JVs. And there's nothing wrong with that. JVs are great. But the problem is that after a while, your income does become flat because after you have enough JVs, it's really hard to get to that next level. Okay, and he did try cold traffic. Don't think he didn't try cold traffic. He did, and it just wasn't working for him. So the solution is we realized how to use Facebook. And he was using Facebook, but it wasn't really helping him. Many of you can do that. Many of you, if you can actually say yes or write down number one, are using Facebook right now, but it's not really making a difference. So type in one right now. I'll start reading those in a second. Okay? And this is the make money online niche. So Facebook to make money online niche is a little difficult. Good, I see you guys typing in one. Okay, good. His targeting was off in Facebook, so we fixed that. We had to fix his targeting. So the end result for him was that he doubled his profit. Okay, doubled his profit without having to rely on JVs for income. And he used this knowledge, and he started going deeper into his niche. He started using the traffic he was getting from Facebook and started selling high-end coaching, more online services. You know, he started to do some service type work that he was arbitraging. He had people doing it for him. Okay, but people trust him to help him make the funnel. So it doubled his profit just by knowing how to do this right. Now here's something that's kind of really bizarre. It's Operation Physical Products. James Fern sells poles and blinds. So he sells poles and blinds. You can go to the site polesandblinds.com, and James is a great guy. You can buy a pole or a blind tonight if you wanted to for your house. But the thing is that you probably think that doesn't work for Facebook. You couldn't be more wrong. It does work. Even poles and blinds works in Facebook. So he trusted the Google algorithms. The problem was that when the Google algorithm, when the algorithm updated, he lost 40% of his business overnight. That fast. He didn't understand his customers. He knew a lot about the poles and blinds businesses. He was in it for a long time. He knew it. But you know what? Even if you've been in business for a long time, it's amazing how much you really don't know how your customer thinks when they're looking at buying something online. You miss these just big points. He didn't see where he had lost conversions. Let me give you an example of how he increases conversions, okay? So if you're selling physical products, one thing, if you're selling physical products, please know, okay, asterisk on each side, I'm going to tell you. If you want to sell physical products, one of the best things you can do is raise your prices by a little bit and offer free shipping and handling. That's one of the biggest things we did, and we did that, and that increased conversion significantly. So the solution for him was Facebook traffic made back that lost income from Google, plus he doubled his income. We fixed his conversions by understanding his customer and understanding what their objections were. We added $1 million in revenue in just 1 year. That's $1 million in 1 year in revenue just by doing these little things, right? It's not that big, okay? Now here's Austin Kelly, and this is Operation Offline Marketing and High-End Consulting. Now what Austin does is he sells leads in the offline business and also high-end consulting for people in the offline world. Now, like most people, he needed consistent lead flow. He didn't understand market recognition. He didn't understand what made his customers actually want to work with him. And it's the same thing. Facebook fixed the traffic. We got the traffic for what he wanted. Once he understood market recognition and conversions, everything there was made easy, and the right research then started making him money. Once all those things started coming in, his business just took off. Okay? So here's your question. What recurring theme do you see the most of? Right? What recurring theme do you see the most out of all of those people?
Another
Okay?
customers.
What recurring theme? Okay? As you're typing, take another sip of Coca-Cola. Michael, not knowing the customer. Richard, not knowing the customer. Okay. Lack of market recognition. Cool. Wrong target. Understanding your customer. Didn't understand the customer. Authority. Cool. Good. Knowing your market. Know thy customers. Yeah, targeted traffic. Good, you guys are with me. Great. So, okay, so now the next step is, now I'm going to show you how to get to know your customer. And I'm going to show you companies that spend millions of dollars figuring out what their customers want. So yeah, you guys got it. Evan, Milani, and okay, you guys good. So you guys got it. So let me show you how to use multi-million dollar research, and they will answer how to actually address your customer. So let's go show you guys how to do this for yourself. Okay? Okay. Now, here's the funny thing, right? The funny thing for me is, isn't it funny that people always look for traffic? They look for traffic. Like you go out and you learn, you go out and get like 10 more courses on traffic. But that's not what's important. You need to perfect your customers because the traffic is already there in a medium like Facebook. Now you already know that's why you have those really killer tools, but you want to take it to the next level, right? You want to be able to understand this. So let's start perfecting that right now. Because once you figure this out, once you really figure out who that customer is, the traffic part is solved. It's solved almost instantaneously. Okay? So, can you guys see the screen really well for principle number 1? Okay, and how to know that customer. Can you guys type in yes for me if you guys can see this? Good. If you guys, there's no see the screen? It says no video. Can you guys see the screen? Yes. Thanks for slowing that down. Okay. Good. So here's principle number one for you. Okay? Principle number one is, here's how we get to know our customers. Because the answers are already out there. So I'm going to show you how to go out and get those answers. The first thing you have to understand is that these magazine companies spend millions and millions of dollars over decades to figure out exactly what their customer base really wants. Because if they don't, then no one buys their magazines, and therefore no one wants to advertise, and they go out of business, and they go from selling golf magazines to being caddies, right? They don't want to be a caddy, they want to sell golf magazines. So, how do they do that? How do you get to know your customer? Well, the first thing I'm going to tell you right now is the headlines. You start reading headlines in magazines. And I'm going to show you a really quick way to do that. You're going to know so much about your customers, it's almost incredible. The second thing is forums. Forums are the second, another great way to get to know customers. Okay? So let me show you what you do. Like I just put in Golf World. Can you guys see this? See the Golf World right here? See the different things here for Golf World? Golf World, all the different headlines. Yes, yes. Okay. So what you can see right here is that when you're looking at all of these headlines, okay, the headlines are telling you what these customers really, really want. They've got this down to a science, okay? A science. So start looking at these headlines, and what do they see? How to hit the big shots, okay? How to turn the slice into a power fade. Power, control, touch, okay? And a lot of times, what you're seeing here, the majority of the time is, you're seeing the big swings, like the power, right? The big shots. So if you're saying, what's going to get my customer the most interested in what I need? What's they going to golf? It's going to be how to get more power. So if you go to a place like magazines.com, find magazines in the niche you're going into. Okay? And what you're looking for is the headlines. You're looking for their headlines. And if you can find the top headlines, it's going to tell you exactly what you need to start looking at for, you know, what gets people the most interested in your products or your services and cater them really, really, really quickly. Okay? So, the next thing you can do is go to Xmarks. Okay, Xmarks.com. Okay, Xmarks.com. And Xmarks.com, you can find the best sites. Now, what is Xmarks? Xmarks is a place where people are bookmarking. You may already be using Xmark yourself. So people start bookmarking their favorite sites. You can't game the system with Xmarks because, let's say, for example, in Xmarks, you put in golf forums. That's an example right there. It'll give you suggestions right there. it will find you the top golf forms that people are bookmarking. This is not some game that can do SEO and beat the system. You really have to be the best that people really like, otherwise they just don't care. So here's an example of the top golf forms. Now, in this example, I used Golf WRX. So let's go to that site, what it looks like. Okay, this is Golf WRX, and I want to go find out on those forums. What people really want. So let's click on the forums on the top there, and it will go here. So what I'm looking for now is what subforum is getting the most amount of people having topics and replies, because that's telling me what people are most interested in. The first thing I see is if the most amount of topics is going to be most of the replies by far is equipment. People love equipment when it comes to golf. So what you want to do now is once you get in there, there's two things you can do. Usually in most forms you can click on views, like the actual, in this case the top one says 866 views. And it says 915 D2 to D3 switch. It says 866 views right there. If you click on that views, it will automatically sort highest to lowest. In this case, they had a little tab saying most viewed. So click on most viewed. That's why I put that little arrow there for you. You click on most viewed, and the first thing I'm looking at here is why is people going to these threads, this forum? What is the overall the big theme, right? And I'm looking at Titleist drivers, okay, ball speed. But isn't that kind of funny? Ball speed, drivers, okay, the Cobra L4V. I looked that up. I found out what it was. They were all things about how to get more and more driving off of their club. Okay, so it's kind of funny how this is matching exactly what you're looking at in a golf magazine. But you're looking at the same thing with most. Let's dig in like internet marketing as an niche, or as an example. You can go to places like Waterform, click on the most amount of replies, you'll find the top topics, and you can actually make courses or videos or products or software around those hot topics. It's very, very simple to do. This works in every single niche that has a forum, right? Very, very simple to do. So after about 30 minutes of doing this, you have a really good idea of how to start going out and getting your traffic, because now you know that those hot buttons, now you know those keywords that's driving people to get you more traffic and more conversions. Now, what's the biggest mistake to make when starting to go into a business? What's the biggest mistake you can make when starting to go into business? Can you guys guess what the biggest mistake is? Link to that site is just X marks. I'll type it in for you. I'll type it in for everybody. Xmarks.com. Send them to all. Okay. Can you guys get that? X marks. You guys see X marks typed in? You're most welcome. You're most welcome. So what's the biggest mistake you can make? Just to go into business. What's the biggest mistake you can make when you're trying to get into business? Everyone want to guess what the biggest mistake is when you're going into business? My guess is not taking action, and that's actually the ultimate thing. And I wasn't thinking that. Probably in depth, yes. but part of it, believe it or not, is not knowing the demand. I think that's pretty like if you want to get into like selling like a widget, yes. Okay? Spend too much too fast. Okay, jumping all in without testing, not knowing your customer, no plan, no focus. Okay? Sell what you want, not what your clients need. Okay? So, no planning or vision. Actually, the biggest mistake you can make, believe it or not, is speed. You need to be able to test everything you're doing super fast. Now, what I mean by that is, you have to test everything you want cheaply. First of all, it's got to be cheap. Number two, it's got to be fast. If you can't test cheap and fast, jump out. Okay? So if something requires you to spend like thousands of dollars to figure out if the business works, you're in big trouble. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to take action because you're afraid if it fails, you've lost thousands of dollars. You want to be able to test something really fast for $50. Because if you make two mistakes, it costs $100. But guess what? You only need one thing to take off. Just one. You don't need to have 100 things taken off. You know, Mark Cuban, a billionaire, owns the Dallas Mavericks, said something really awesome about the internet. He said, you only have to have one idea. He said, you only have to have one thing work. Write this down. You only have to have one thing work to make a lot of money online. And he did, okay? Same thing with you, just make one thing work. So we're going to test the entire business model for under $50 and at most $75. The second principle is we need to have something in that business model that by the end of the month have a 200% return on investment. So if I'm spending $10, okay, I want to be able to make a minimum of $20 off of $10. Okay? So there's something out there has to be able to convert for you to do that. You want to be able to get answers very, very quickly. So how do you do that? How is this becoming theoretical to more practical for you? Well, the first thing I would tell you is how do we go to 24 niches profitably? Because that's pretty possible if you want to know the truth. It's not when you test something for $50, $75. You can get some data really, really fast. We're not building big sites, okay? We're doing everything in minutes. We're building out giveaway pages, right? I'm going to show you how much doing about giveaway pages. We're building out giveaway pages. Then we only test converting traffic. Then we kill the losers. If you can remember that, making things really fast, we don't build big sites, we're testing out ideas, we're just testing really quickly, okay? So this takes between 2 to 3 days. Now you can do it faster if you have a lot of money. I don't recommend it. Even for ourselves, we're more patient. We want to make sure that the return on investment is there. We're more excited by knowing we're going to be profitable than dumping a bunch of money and saying, oh, this works, this doesn't work. No, under 2 to 3 days and see if something works. So, our goal is to be in profit. Okay, we want to be in profit in 72 hours. And build a list. Now, you guys are all the building lists. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do this, guys. Don't worry, don't panic. You are going to be showing how to actually build your list and then use that list for future offers. So here's just an example of how you do this. Here's what we did in the consulting business. We did a giveaway in the consulting niche, built out the list, okay? But we gave them a really cool tool they could use. We built that list out, and you can see our return on investment was absolutely fantastic. It was 25,000 pounds. It worked out to $38,000. Okay? Our ROI was off the hook. But all we did is we gave away a little tool, okay? And it turned out to a 7,000% ROI. So So you're probably thinking, well, how does this work for me if I'm doing consulting? Well, can you give away a tool? Is there a tool you can find? Is there a high quality tool you can work out with someone who maybe wants to work a deal out with, with your list in the future? But it's your list. You get to control that list. Well, that's what we did. Okay? So principle number 3 is we want to grow out our own properties. We want to have something that's for ourselves. And you can see that these are things on our own Shopify store. This is our brand. This is our products. These are our things that we have that are assets. This is the third principle to be really successful really quickly. Even if you're an affiliate marketer, you can still build out your own properties. If you want to know how to do affiliate marketing, by the way, in Facebook, build out your affiliate marketing through a blog. And they don't care. Because if you're building really good content, you do a blog and getting people excited about your branding through your blog, you can sell anything you want. Now, I'm not saying to blog, by the way. I'm just saying that's one example of how to do it. Okay? If you can't build something really fast and for yourself, okay, then you don't have a business. You don't have a business. What you have is you have temporary cash flow, and that's not good. So here's John Bennett again. He's the affiliate marketer. Now I'm using him as an affiliate marketer because how did he build the business even though it's not his, even if he's not selling his own product? Well, he built out his own brand. He sells his own affiliate offer that he's branded around, okay? And he can sell that as a cash flow if he wanted to. So you see, he wasn't just a typical lazy affiliate who tries to throwing out, tons of different offers. They don't work. And then you think affiliate marketing doesn't work, or you think that the internet marketing doesn't work. No. He built it out the right way. And once he built it now, okay, he now has the brand he can sell it to. Okay, there's easier ways to make money than building out blogs and doing this stuff. I'm just telling you just one idea behind this. Okay? Also, if you have something that becomes an asset, you can sell it for a lot of money. You typically get 2 to 3 times what you get for yearly revenue. Okay? So here's actually proof of that. This is a site that's really big on site flipping. Okay? So you can flip your sites and make money. You can make a lot of money doing this, right? So you guys are really excited about what you can do. So why do people fail getting traffic? And why is it like 2% of people succeed getting traffic? Can you guys guess why that is? Can you guys guess why that is? That's funny, David. You said trying to pioneer a product that has no demand. Yeah, that's actually happened to me when I first started doing internet marketing. I tried to pioneer a product that had no demand. That's a really neat insight. Yeah. So why is it only 2% of people fail to get the right traffic? Okay. They don't know the customer. They don't test. They don't complete the flow of the funnel. All good points. And all of them are correct. Actually, no. The reason why 2% of people succeed in online marketing is simply because what happens is that people don't take things to the next level, right? And by the way, it's not a lot of work. I'm going to show you how to do this. And George is just the right answer. Incorrect targeting. And so does a team. Okay. The offer is not attractive. That's true. I'm going to show you how to get offers that are attractive that do convert. Don't worry. No lead magnet. Try to be perfect. That's a big one, by the way. Okay? Yeah, not targeting. Good job, Brandon. Okay, good. Okay? So, here's what this is what you're taught, by the way. This is the big lie of internet marketing. This is your big lie, your big aha moment. This is what you should never do. if you see someone teaching you how to do this stuff, run as fast as possible. If you need some type of help, get some fast sneakers and run. Okay. They tell you to build the squeeze page. Then they tell you to make video sales letters or hire copywriters or learn copy and make webinars and work a ton for one sale. Now, just so you know, I taught this as a way to make money online because this is what I knew. But with time, I realized how hard it was for newbies to do. It was very hard. I had a good friend of mine I was trying to help him, and I was like, wow, he's really struggling to do this. And I don't teach that method at all anymore. I couldn't, not in good conscience. Because I never realized how hard it was until I was working with a friend of mine showing him this. He had so many questions. I was like, man, it's really hard. He was like, yeah, it's really hard. But here's how you do it without having to know all this stuff. You don't have to go out there and create webinars until you have a good idea. You don't have to create a video sales letter or do this stuff. Matter of fact, in a lot of our niches, we don't even do VSLs at all. No VSLs, no like special copywriting secrets. We don't work a ton to make one sale, right? Also, people test tons and tons and tons of interests on Facebook, and they lose a lot of money. They're like, wait, I'm testing sweets. Why is it not working? I'm going to show you how to target properly right now. Okay? But just so you know, this whole thing, to do it really well, to do it perfectly, costs about $10,000 just to get off the ground. Minimally $10,000. That's actually cheap to make a successful funnel. Please don't do this. Okay? So you get to see why this is hard for anyone to do. It's not about the money, it's all that stinking time. You're just waiting for something to get off the ground. So you got to get interest and get buyers' interest on Facebook. And the way you get that is with the audience insights. When people kind of know about audience insights now, it's not that great of a thing. But let me show you how to take it to the next level. This is where people make a mistake. Okay? The first thing you have to understand is you have to find hungry buyers. And you have to test their hunger. You have to see if they're really willing to buy, if there's buyer's intent for what you're selling. So here's an example right here. Look at this. This is our audience insights. And here's how we start off with audience insights. Can you guys all say this okay? Can you guys all type in yes? You guys can do this okay? No, you don't have to have lead pages or videos. No, you don't have to do any of that stuff. Don't worry. Yes. Okay, a little blurry. Okay, it's alright. It is a tiny bit blurry. What I'm trying to type in here is firefighters. Okay, firefighters. And that's where the arrow is. Now this is what it looks like when you open up Audience Insights. It's firefighters. Now I'm using this as an example, a demo. Okay? And you can see firefighters. I'm typing in firefighters. What happens is when you're done putting in firefighters, I go back to a tab, okay, that looks for the page likes. Okay, the page likes, you see at the top it says demographics, it says new audience. Okay, so in the top middle it says new audience, it looks at demographics, page likes, location, activity, household. In the page likes, second to the left, okay, it says demographics, page likes. I put in firefighters and I click on page likes. Page likes is where the key is. This is the big money thing, is page likes. I'm in page likes, and I'm looking for here are things that maybe I'm interested in selling. So you see I'm in different niches, between firefighters, golf, doesn't make a difference what you're trying to do, what you're trying to sell. Doesn't make a difference. So what I'm interested here is black helmet apparel, and I support firefighters. Because support firefighters has the highest affinity score of 8 times, right? Now, what you should know about affinity is people misunderstand affinity. They think if the affinity score is the highest one, like I support firefighters is the highest, 8.1, therefore it has to be the best one. And incorrect. Not true. I'm going to show you that changed that, okay? But look at black helmet apparel in I support firefighters, okay? So this is how people fail if they stop right there. They think, okay, I've seen an audience inside this video, I got it. See you later, Mike. I don't need to talk to you anymore. Okay? No, that's not. If you end there, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to guarantee you that you're going to fail. So I'm going to solve the failure problem to get you guys succeed to the next level, what we did. So what I noticed here is in that list of page likes, I chose firehouse.com. You see that at the bottom? Firehouse.com? And I started typing in Firehouse, and instead of putting .com, I started typing C-O-M, okay? And without the dot. And you can see it pops up. And when it popped up and I clicked on it, right, which is on the top arrow, click on Firehouse.com, I get something completely different. Everything all of a sudden changes. Look at this. See the affinity score? What happened to the affinity score? Someone type in the answer. What happened when I got rid of the firefighters and just left in Firehouse.com? What happened? What happened? Went up drastically. Yeah. How much should it go up? How much should it go up? You guys see the difference? Yeah. By 10 times. Correct. The affinity jumped by 10 times. So what happened now is when people like something on a page, let's say, like everyone, we all admire firefighters, right? Yeah, the score blew up. We all love firemen, right? They protect us. We all love firefighters. If our house is on fire, we expect them to show up and put the fire out. So we all have a certain love for them. So if we see something about firemen, we're going to click like. That doesn't mean that I'm really into firemen. I may not be into firemen. I may not really know if the likes on that type of interest are really interested in being a fireman. So by going to that next level, the affinity says, wait a second. These people really are interested. Yeah, you're getting rid of like by association, right? You're going into the you're really going into what people are really interested in, okay? Now here's the next step. How do I actually know what they want to buy? I promised you guys that I had to find people who want to buy stuff. Well, remember that thing I told you about black helmet apparel on the apparel likes? You remember this part? The black helmet apparel? Don't worry about it if you go to black helmet apparel, not the biggest. But here's black helmet apparel's page. Now here's the really neat thing. If you find a page in the niche you want to go into, and they have plenty of likes, plenty of likes in comparison to how many likes are normal in that niche, you're going to find things for sale. Look at this right here. So let's say you have no idea what to sell. No idea whatsoever. So here's firefighter bunker gear wallets and clutches by Black Helmet. The original decommissioned firefighter bunker gear wallets. So they're selling wallets of decommissioned fire gear. Now, what I see here is 1,300 likes, 70 comments, 235 shares. Do you think that sold? Type in yes or no if you think that it sold really well. You think it sold really, really well without many likes, comments, and shares. Okay. Yes, you bet. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, okay. Extremely well. Extremely well. Okay, so you guys are with me. So you see how I just fixed your traffic problem? I just gave you guys products so you guys can sell. So if you have no clue how to make money tonight, I just told you guys how to do it. I told you to give you some really cool stuff. I just given you the formula for how to start making a business online. Okay? If you don't know how to find audience insights, you can just, type it in Google for audience insights. You'll find it. Okay? I just give you a formula for how to do this. Now, of course, there's a lot more things how to make a lot more money than just finding like one product like that. How to actually grow a business. This is just to show you guys that it's not that hard to go out and make money. Do not think for 1 second. 1 second is hard to make money. It's not. You just have to know how to put the right things together. Okay? Now, isn't it so much easier than trying to go out and try to create huge products and figure them all out and make these huge stores? This is the faster way to make money. It's much, much easier. So let's say I add that, plus my better targeting with much higher affinities. You're starting to see the recipe for how to start selling. Okay? It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. We get to know the audience. We target them. Now here's the next step. I told you before, there's these little nuanced layers. Let me show you how I sold a bunch of stuff to a brand new audience, made a lot of money. The list was free, and I made money building up a list. Okay, the list became free. So you target them, you ask them what they want, you make viral content, and then you go out and get cheap traffic. If you tie all of it together, you're going to grow a business really fast. So, if you have a list, and you guys are on a list building, with your tools that you have, if you target your list properly, your list will be worth $1 per subscriber per month. If you know how to treat them right, and you know what they're dying to buy, you're going to have an awesome business. Okay? So here is a case study of what we did. Now this was a gaming giveaway headset. Okay, that's what the ad looked like that was our post on Facebook. Okay? We gave away a headset. That's what the post looks like, so don't think I'm sharing you the post. Okay? It's 296 email subscribers. Now, the average it cost us to get the lead was 26 cents for roughly 300 leads. Now, I told you before we run a business between $50 and $75. We went a little over the budget, $76, almost $77. Just because we were doing so well getting leads so much cheap, we were just testing out a niche, testing out a vertical. Now here's what's impressive about what we did in that vertical. We did 7 sales of the CPO offer at $45. That was $315 we took. No, $315 on close to $77. We sold over 412 shirts. We made over $2,400 in profit with the shirts. And now we have a free list. Okay? So you see how you can start using the tools you have and start using this it all works together. Really, really awesome. So here's the actual shirt we sold. Now I can't give you guys the actual niche that we're in this vertical. But you can see we sold 412 shirts. Plus the CPA sales. So what I'm telling you is the next layer, and I'm going to tell you exactly how we figure out what shirt to sell them. Right? Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you in the dark. Okay? So how do we get 26 cent subscribers. How is that even possible? That is with the right targeting. Now imagine, we have been using tools that you have, and trust me, we're using all those kind of things, because at the end, those kind of things are really, really powerful, okay? They're far more powerful than what we did. If you guys use that in conjunction to what we're doing, it's going to be that much more powerful. This is the big change. This is your big change. Many campaigns go from failing to winning. What you know, what the customer wants, and you're targeting them correctly, and when you know what they're hungry for. So are your customers hungry? What does that actually mean to get a hungry customer, right? You get them starving. If you're a vegetarian, picture that as a tofu burger. So the first thing you want to do is you want to jump into a niche and ask them one simple, dumb question. What do you like? So after they opt in, once they're in your list, we ask them the question. The first question we want to ask them is, what do you like? That is key. What do they like? So here's back to the case study of the headphones, right? We had a 78% conversion of those headphones, right? We asked them the question, what game do you like? You see, there's nothing magical here. What game do you like? They told us the game. We knew what game they wanted, and 90% of every single person answered the same exact way. The algorithm, 90% of the same exact game they loved. So that's how we sold 412 shirts. We didn't answer what game they wanted, and boom, it was that simple. So here's how to test your niche without having to have a website, right? You perfect target link on Facebook, right? You run an ad to a giveaway. You got a giveaway. You guys have tools now for giveaways. We asked them, what do you like? Then we took away the question. Once we got the people into our list, we stopped asking what they like, and the first thing they saw was a shirt. Okay? Now, why am I selling shirts? I'll get into that in 1 second. Don't think this is a big shirt presentation. It's not. Okay? We created a free list, and then we had a retargeting pixel. Okay? So why shirts? Don't panic. This is not a big shirt shirt thing. If you don't want to make a site, don't make a website just yet. If you just want to see if things work, don't make a product. Just sell them a shirt, okay? You don't want a lot of work. You don't want to create a ton of work. Once you've asked the question, what game do you like? What is your favorite thing in golfing? Whatever it is, you make a shirt around that for one reason, because it makes your leads free, okay? We basically build a list for free because we know what they're talking about, when we asked them, we've made them exactly what they told us after they've opted in. That gives us free leads. Now you can go off and start creating this business basically for free, as well as getting paid to do so. This is not a t-shirt business. I told you before, if you want to sell t-shirts, great. We do too. But it's a lot more than that. Now you can start selling apparel. You can start selling them, again, blinds, curtains, like I said, James furnished blinds and curtains. If you want to go in digital realm, you can start doing webinars with GoToWebinar. You can start selling them high-end webinar products. You can start selling them consulting. Whatever it is you want to do, you can start creating that business. The t-shirts just give us, it lets us build that list for free and taking away the risk of growing a business. That's how we can test these niches so cheaply, so quickly. Okay? So why not grow an entire business on Amazon or Teespring or Viral Styles? Why not just grow a business like that? Well, the thing is that you're not growing a business. You're growing Amazon's business. So if you're trying to let's say you're trying to sell physical products, don't sell on Amazon. Don't leave them on Amazon because you're growing Amazon's business. If you want to sell apparel like t-shirts, you're growing Teespring's business. You're growing Viral Styles business. You can't sell that company, okay? And also, do you think your list likes more things than just shirts? Of course they do. Isn't it nice to have your own store and control the fact that they can see more things that you sell? You can give them a huge options. Okay? So this works. What I'm showing you right now works for high-end consulting. If you are even thinking about consulting, what I just showed you guys works for consulting. The same exact thing I told you. The way I funnel people and the way I give them apparel, the way I give them a tool, works for consulting. Okay? It works for digital products. I'm telling you, it works in all the verticals. It works when you're selling stuff with celebrities and selling them. In this case, we're doing a charity fundraiser and selling physical products to the celebrities' fan page. Okay, so this works with selling stuff off the fan page to their fans. Okay, it works really well, over $200,000. It works well when you're selling poles and blinds. So you get the whole idea. This is not about creating just one business and saying, okay, this is it. This is my only shot at making this work. No. Here's our e-commerce business, $1.7 million. Okay, $1.7 million in e-commerce, and it's because we knew we were selling more than just shirts. We made a business out of it. Okay, we did the business fast. This is only 90 days. Now here's what Jeff did. Jeff did something a little bit different. Jeff is one of our students, and what he did was he really amped up the shirt side of things. Pulled up $18,000 in profit, and then took all that money and segued that $18,000 from shirts into creating a bigger business. So you can push the shirt angle a little bit harder if you want to use that money and grow the business and grow the asset out. Now, he did that all off of Teespring because he just wanted to use that money in a quicker way without building out a site. He didn't want to build the site. He just wanted to use the initial capital, right? So here's what we're doing. Here's what we do ourselves. We did over 370 orders, okay, in one day. From our list, repeatable customers over and over and over again. This is how we did in the digital business. Okay, we did some digital products. It is possible to do. So the reason why I'm showing you all this is because we're doing this in all different verticals, and the same exact process works. So again, why do I keep saying to you that it works in physical, affiliate, consulting? Okay, if you want to sell events, you want to get people to a webinar. Okay, this works. Okay, if you want to sell anything you want to sell online, this is it. This is your best way of doing it. So you don't have to create a massive course to figure out it doesn't sell. You don't have to go to a niche to find out that people just, they really aren't interested. And you don't have to lose your time, your life, and your money to find out if something is going to work or not work. You're going to have an answer that's lightning fast. Now here's my question to you. You're going to have to help me out on this. You guys want to do something super fun together? Type in yes. Doing something super fun together? So what we do there, so you're all typing in yes, someone asked me, how do you get people from asking questions that provide them with a custom product? So for example, let's say you are in the fishing niche. We asked them, what kind of, what is your favorite fish to, what's your favorite thing in the fishing niche? What is your favorite fish to catch? Once you know what their favorite fish is, whatever it is, whatever question you want to ask them, as soon as you swap out their question with like a shirt about their favorite fish they like to catch, right? Or some type of slogan you can say. Yes, okay, cool. guys are all saying yes. Right. You guys are really in active group. So really great. Well, it's time to go fishing. Let us help us watch us create a niche in front of you. We grow out a list, and here's the beautiful thing. Someone is going to win this entire business. We're going to give it out to someone. After watching us all create this entire niche from start to finish with the same principles that I taught you, right? Nothing's different. You know, watch us create it. At the end of it, someone is going to be the winner of this niche. So if you want to see us do something really cool, right, and build a niche from scratch, and that means we're going to create a free list, we're going to make money up front, and use that money to build a business. So if you guys want to see that, well then, great, because it's about turning into $7 investments. It's $7, it only costs $7 to run, okay, to start creating $1.5 million in sales in just 90 days, okay? It's very possible. I'm going to show you guys. So if you're ready, and I know you're ready, because you also are interested in watching us grow the fishing niche, then you guys are ready for this, because I'm going to show you guys a world where you guys can take just tiny tests, and you're going something instantly scalable, right? And it's about knowing your customers, running your traffic, and selling something immediately. We want to make sure that what we're selling is going to work, and we do it very fast with very little risk. We test for only $50, $75. We do it in just 2 to 3 days, and when it works, you scale. That is it. There's nothing more to this. And if you're ready, then welcome to the 30-day $10,000 challenge. It's the only challenge that we know of that's going to force you to take action, because every little step we're giving you is that very small. There's not a lot of technical know-how. There's none of that stuff. It makes instant success possible because you just grow a list of over 3,000 people. But 3,000 people, and you're all the list growing, so you know how big that is. Okay. That's what happened in our own giveaway. You can see the giveaway, okay, over 3,300 people to that one giveaway. You can see this using that giveaway to get people and start selling them thousands of dollars of products to use this for growing a business. So I don't care if people sell blinds. I don't care if that's your business is selling blinds. I don't care if you want to just focus on shirts for a little bit and make money. I don't care if you want to do consulting. I just don't care if you want to be an affiliate marketer like John, because you know what I'm finding over and over again? You just know what we're going to show you or share with you works, okay? And how we can create over 300 sales in 24 hours. Because it's the same formula for how we made the $1.5 million. It's the same formula. So this is going to be you. I'm very confident this is going to be you, because it's very simple. That's the whole name of the game, is simplicity, okay? And again, this is my friend. We just did this a week and a half ago. This is not something we did, 10 months ago. This isn't like some rehashed garbage. He had no clue about who do Facebook marketing. Look at this. Look at how much money we're spending on ads. Right there, okay? February 6th, 3 cents, 4 cents, 7 cents. Do you think this is a Facebook millionaire? No, he's a Facebook numbskull. Actually, he's good now. I taught him how to do it, right? He asked me, he says, Mike, I see you do really well with it. Yeah, I'll show you how to do it. Okay? He didn't listen to me again. He overspent. Okay, he spent $60 in one day, but he felt really comfortable because he was selling huge packages. He made $1,300 in his first day off $62 ad spend. You can't do better than that. And he's selling SEO packages. Okay, it's things called affiliate pig, right? So if affiliate pig works, what doesn't work? And the best part is you get to watch just do something from absolute scratch. You guys get to watch us build it, and not only build it, but you guys can be part of that in some way. One of you is actually going to actually take over that business. So that's because we're doing something that no one has ever done. Okay? We're going to make a full litany of the best ways to make money online, and we're going to show you the best ways to do all the stuff that any of you want to do. I don't care what vertical in, we're going to show you it in every major model. We're not afraid to do it because we're already doing it. Okay? You're going to see how to do all the things that you guys really need to know, like how to find a perfect customer, how to find them on Facebook, how to drive massive traffic, and how to make sales easier than ever. Because what I showed you here before about digging in deeper, about getting deeper into the affinity scores, that's great, but what you don't know is that this is the tip of the iceberg. And as you know, right, icebergs are far deeper than you can ever see. This is just the beginning of what we do and how we can target and make our conversions so cheap that it's easy to make money. We're not struggling to make money. When you're done with this, making money becomes incredibly, incredibly easy. Here's something else we also did. We actually we use the same kind of techniques to get likes. I mean, everyone's saying, okay, likes don't work anymore, or likes are too expensive, blah, 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 blah. These are all 1 cent likes. 1 cent likes, okay? 90,915 likes one day for 1 penny, okay? So you guys can get likes and start making money off those likes. We actually monetize those likes. What's cool is all the training is live. So if you have any questions you want to ask us, because we're going to be on live or tape just like you're on right now. It's live. And our policy is no one is left behind. If you're in this training, no one is left behind. Okay? You're going to do one thing a week. You're going to master one thing a week. We're going to be there answering your questions. We're not going to leave until every single question is answered. That's just our policy. We don't want to just say, okay, here's a presentation, answer like 1 or 2 questions, say, oh, you know, it's tea time, catch you later. No, we're going to be around helping you, making sure you succeed, okay? Because we're only going to be doing one thing a week, because focus equals success. Information overload is over. Don't hide behind information. We're going to give you small, actionable goals, okay? 1 actionable goal a week. We're going to be there with you till the end. Okay? So you're going to find hundreds of profitable niches. Now, we're going to show you penny likes in 2015. You can think that's something that was a 2013 idea. No, you can still get penny likes in 2015. It may not even fit your niche. Take the idea of affiliate page. We're not going to get penny likes in this niche. But some niches are awesome for still getting huge amounts of likes. But the big key is we're building massive lists. We're going to show you how to build massive, massive lists and how to get hundreds of customers to you, okay, for under $1. That's a pretty cool proposition. And then how to ethically spy on what's selling out there. And then reverse any niche so that you can stand alone and just absolutely crush the competition. You can know they're selling. Okay? And then how to set up your list for automation. You gotta make sure your list is automated. This way, you're making money in autopilot. You have to sit around, typing out things to your list. You just keep making money. But here's what we're going to cover week after week after week. We're going to do e-commerce mastery. Okay, so if you're interested in e-commerce, that's great. We're going to cover the 1 cent likes. Now, some of this may not apply to you, okay? But I guarantee you, one of these applies to you. But we're going to be thorough enough to make sure, because you're going to find out that what we're doing works in every single vertical. We're going to show you how to sell digital products without GDP. We're going to show you how to get people to your webinars or events. So if you're big for this webinars and events, you're in luck. We're going to show you how to sell expensive consulting. If that's your gig, you got it. We're also going to show you how we took the celebrities and took it over for $287,000. So I don't care what vertical you want to go into, we're going to cover it with Facebook, because you know what? It's the same exact formula. We figured it out, and you're going to get this. Nothing comes close to this training. Nothing. I promise you. If you're going to ask us anything, you can ask us anything you want about Facebook training. We're going to help you. We're there to make sure you succeed. We're standing behind this. We're going to be helping you the whole way. There's also bonuses that you're going to get in week 6. There's the Fusion ROI software. Now, a lot of times you're looking at Facebook stats, it's kind of boring. You're looking at all these stats, you're like, okay, how do I make sense out of any of this? Don't worry about that. We're going to give you 1 year's worth to know exactly what stats you look at for Facebook in a glance. You know everything you want in a glance. You get 1 year that's software free. That's a $547 value. I'm sorry, $564 value. That's sold for $47 a month. You aren't paying that, you get that. Also, we're giving you a Vivo software that makes giveaways lightning fast. Again, it's week 6, so you're already going to know how to use and build the giveaways. You're building the giveaways anyway. But the Vivo software helps you build giveaways on the fly. You don't have to know coding or anything like that. You still don't have to know any coding anyway to make giveaways. Giveaways are very simple to make. Okay? And you can see the interface is really easy to use. You can pick your winners. It has built-in management for helping build your winners. Okay? Also, if you're one of the first 30 people on here tonight, we have our Instant Trend software we're going to get for free, which is going to show you some really cool ideas if you're into the physical product realm. If you're not in physical products, this may not be a great thing for you, but hey, it's still a really awesome thing because we're going to show you how to find great things to sell that is trending. So here's firefighters. You can see that there's charm bracelets, there is turnout gear gloves, there's t-shirts. It shows you the top t-shirts for sale. You can find the top t-shirts. It's going to give you all of the ideas that you need to start selling stuff lightning fast without having to do all the research manually. Okay? Really, really neat. So you're going to get it all. And when I tell you it's the best Facebook training out there, we just came back from the Traffic Conversion Summit, and people who saw us there said this is the best of the best of the best of the best training they've ever seen before. So we're going to do all of this live. This is going to be a live workshop. It's starting this week. It's not starting now. It's starting this week from scratch. Okay, this is the new people. You are the people who are jumping into live training. Okay. So you get the most advanced Facebook training on the planet. I'm telling you, it's the most advanced. It's absolutely the most advanced. You get to watch the new niche created and given away. You guys get that niche. One day you're going to win that. The Fusion ROI software. You get the Vivo giveaway software. And 30 people get Instant Trend software. And best of all, I stand by everything we do. It's 100% risk-free. Okay, so what is proved to you is the greatest training out there, period. Maybe some of you say, you know what, training, I've seen a million different things in training, I'm not that impressed. We're gonna blow your socks off. Don't sell used socks, we're gonna blow your socks off. I promise, I promise. It's a true total value of $2,000. And I mean that it's not a total value of $20,000 and I just added zeros. It's a true value of $2,000. You're also going to get lifetime updates to Facebook. You know, Facebook changes. Facebook does change. We're going to throw in all lifetime changes to Facebook. So if Facebook throws a wrinkle at us, we are going to be putting on the anti-aging cream. You will get it, okay? That's a $500 value. So this is what you're going to get. The 30-day, $10,000 challenge, a really cool software for the first 30 people, the Vivo software, the ROI software. It's all live training, $497 with trafficfusionbootcamp.com/yes, okay? And jump in right now. And jump in risk-free. Jump in like everyone else that you guys have seen their results. We don't hide it. And also the top 3 most enthusiastic, fun people, the people taking the most action, we're going to give them 1 hour of phone consulting, okay? No pitch phone consulting, just really cool training. So we want to actually take yours. And we sell us at $1,000, we're going to hop on the phone or Skype, whatever you want, and help you, okay? So type in I'm in if you want to get locked in, and I will start taking it in the first 30. I see you guys now. and I will start locking you guys into that, okay? So let me find this right here. So let's see who's in. Let's see. Oh my goodness gracious. This wasn't ready. Assad, Arthur, Michael. Two Michaels in a row. Deborah. Tommy, Kim, Steve, Assad, gotcha, Johnny, Dana, Assad, I saw you now 3 times, don't worry, I got you, brother. Dino, Assad, you've been in 6 times. Wow, dude, I see it, I see it. Tell me, okay, so let's see. Oh, man. Nick, I see you in. Great to have you. Evan is in. Cool. So, at least 20 spots are taken for the first 30. Yes, go to the link now. I'll type the link for you guys in the chat box. Give me 1 second here. Let's see how